So up till now, no one in the family have deemed it fit, like to even reason or think of what Vivian could be doing outside of the house by that ungodly hour of the day. Like, is she supposed to be out of the house by that time without anyone in the house knowing her whereabouts? Not even her husband, although Mark was already drunk. Hello and welcome back to another awesome review of this amazing series. So today's episode was not really filled with drama. There was no much in today's episode. So this episode have really concluded the fact that truly Vivian killed the Kizito. But the issue right now is I want to analyze this part. Like, she overheard Ben making a phone call about who he wants to go and meet, named Kizito. Then how was Vivian able to identify this person? You know, in a real life sense, anyone could be there. Anyone could be in that building by that time of the night. It could be most of these heavy smokers. Sometimes they find it comfortable to be in a quiet zone in an uncompleted building and have their free and spare time. So how was Vivian now able to know that this person in question is Kizito, is the person that she's supposed to kill? And honestly, I think Ben really made a very huge mistake in the first place for allowing himself to meet up with this guy in an uncompleted building in the middle of the night. What happened to him inviting these guests over for a dinner? And after the dinner, you quietly take whatever evidence you need that he wants to give to you. The house would have been the safest place for this person. And rather, he decided to go in the middle of the night to an uncompleted building. Is he a criminal? Is he a thief? This is a vital information for crying out loud. And this guy chose for you to meet him up in an uncompleted building. And you jumped into the idea without seeing any reasons why you shouldn't meet up with this person in the first place in an uncompleted building. When you know that he's not a kidnapper, you are not a kidnapper, you are not a thief, and you choose to see him not even in a restaurant where it's public, not even in a social place that is public, and instead you decided in the night for you to go and get this evidence in an uncompleted building. Do you know that if the police should find out that Ben was in that scene of murder at that ungodly hour, he will end up being a prime suspect for Kizito's murder? That is just the truth. I guess you guys remember during Nick's death, Ben was also one of the persons that the police were able to contact due to he was the last person that called Nick. And now and again, if they find out that he is still the last person that contacted this same Kizito of a guy, he will end up falling a big victim full time because the evidence shows that he could be the one committing all these crimes. Although we know that he's not the one, but if the police should turn this around, he might end up being the victim here. Vivian could end up manipulating this as well. Ben has to be really, really careful. And whatsoever he intends to do, he needs to do it very fast, as soon as possible. And as for Lisa, it was soon clear to her eyes when her fiancé will end up being arrested as the victim. If she likes, let her not allow Ben to go ahead and do the needful and tell the police that Vivian is the prime suspect. Let them keep holding him. Let her keep holding him. Let her keep pulling him back because Vivian is giving them the corniest part of her and they are believing her. There was a part that actually got me laughing in this series, like this particular episode. The part where Mark was trying to cry out so loud, like someone that actually lost a child. And immediately, Ben tackled him to the core. I was literally laughing. I was like, Jesus, just allow this guy to mourn peacefully. Even though the child is not his own. Did you guys just see that part? And as the series gets to unfold, a whole lot is going to show up. And Vivian will soon tell her evil mother how she plotted everything and how they will use this one now to manipulate and get Ben out of the way. God, Madam Stella. Madam Stella. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my today's review. And before I conclude, I just want to acknowledge Vivian's father. He has always been a good father and he is still being a good father. Our men should emulate from that man, honestly. So, do you actually think that Lisa was right to stop Ben for telling the police about Vivian being a suspect. Do you think that that act of hers was okay? Was it right? For me, I don't think she should have done that. She should have at least kept herself out of this for a while. So what's your opinion? What do you think? So that is it for today's review. Take care and bye for now.